Hi, and welcome to this edition of Psychology for Life with me, Dr. Sandi Mann. Psychology for Life looks at how the application of psychology can help us in everyday life. I was recently in the lovely town of Clitheroe in the Ribble Valley in Lancashire. Really nice place, definitely worth a visit. Lots of interesting shops and coffee shops. Anyway, towards the end of the afternoon, about 2:30, we decided to end the afternoon with a coffee at a nice coffee shop in the town. As we went in, the lady that runs it came to the door and said, "Just want to let you know that we're closing early today." Oh, I said, "Have we got time for a coffee?" "Yeah, no problem, have a seat." So we took a seat near the door, and as we sat there and we supped our coffee, great coffee by the way, we noticed her approaching all these different people that were coming into the coffee shop, telling them all the same thing. "Oh, we're closing early, we're really sorry, we're closing early." But what was really interesting was the responses of the people that she was talking to. So there was two categories of people. There was one category of people like us who were like, "Oh, have we got time for a coffee and a tea cake or whatever? Have we got time?" And she'd be like, yeah, there's no problem. We're just not serving food, or we don't want to rush you. And then there was another category of people that seemed to take it quite personally, and they seemed to be quite affronted. And they would be like, "Oh, okay, you don't want my custom then? Oh, shall I go somewhere else?" And they seemed to be quite negative and quite offended by the fact that they were closing early. And I found it very interesting that these two types of reactions to something like that. And it seemed to me that there's a kind of a lesson there for Psychology for Life, and that the people who took the news of the early closure personally seemed to me to be quite threat sensitive. They seem to take things personally. They're kind of always scanning their environment, looking for affronts to themselves or things that they think people maybe have done that offend them. So they saw this early closure as a threat to them, something quite personal. "Oh, fine, be like that, I'll take my custom elsewhere." Whereas the other people were more just taking it in their stride. And I just felt that that was an important lesson for life, that sometimes we go through life looking for things to offend us or looking for threats to us, whereas it's not always like that. Sometimes it's just a coffee shop closing early. So, message for life: don't be offended if that coffee shop is closing early.